Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Here we have a Mazda6 2.2 Sport Nav, 4-door saloon Mazda 6. This is the 150 PS version with huge amounts of torque. Now, as I take you around the car, I always like to give a little bit of background on the car, especially when I knew the previous owner. Now, this car came in part exchange yesterday. We actually sold the car new here at TW White & Sons, Orpington. What's that now? 3 years ago. Okay. The car was last in with us for servicing in March, but it's always been looked after by ourselves, and the customers have been so happy with the brand, they've gone away with another Mazda. Now, the car is in blue Reflex mica paint. I was a bit confused earlier whether this was the Eternal Blue, but this is the blue Reflex. It's got the black leather interior, it's got loads of spec, and I'll run you through that when we get into the car. Now, hopefully, from this video and from the numerous photographs I've taken, you can see the condition of this car is really, really lovely. There's, I think, 1 or 2 alloys that are slightly curved. From what I can see, it definitely needs 2 front new tyres, which we will of course do prior to the new customer taking the car. But it was serviced in March, so it's doesn't actually need a service, but we'll still put it through our workshops just to make sure everything's tickety-boo. Now, the car has covered 30-ish thousand miles, but I'll get the exact mileage when we get in the vehicle. So before it starts raining, let's go round to the boot. Oh, and I like to be completely transparent. There's a little mark here on the rear bumper, which I'll have attended to in the next couple of days, so don't worry about that. Of course, if you look at the photos in detail, you'll be able to see that, so I don't want you to think that I'm covering anything up, but that will be done. It's a very minor thing. Right, so you've got an absolutely huge boot. Look how deep that goes. Now, unlike a lot of saloon cars, unlike a lot of saloon cars, these seats do go down. You've got these levers here that release the seats, and then you just fold them down from the inside, and it's a 60-40 split. So I know we're kind of a hatchback nation. In fact, now we're more an SUV nation, but this is an enormous boot. And this was my car of choice when I was on the company car scheme, because you can get lots in the boot, and the car is so comfortable. And I'm really into cars. I'm not really an SUV person. And these are very, very comfortable. So, airport run, no problem at all. As I say, you've got plenty of space. In fact, we've sold a lot of taxi drivers these cars. They've been quite a popular choice. Okay, so you've got parking sensors at the rear and at the front, and you've also got a reverse camera. You've got these beautiful 18-inch alloy wheels, and you've got keyless entry, so you don't need to get the key out of your pocket to get in and out of the car. You've got black leather seats, okay. You've got an armrest in the middle. You've got ISOFIX anchorages for the rear seats, okay, and look how deep those seats are. All right, loads of room. Anyone you take out in the car will be very pleased, because they're very, very comfy, no matter where you sit in the car. Okay. Right, these have got a really good spec as well. You've got the Bose premium sound system, which is superb. I mean, the name says it all, really. You've got 8-way electric seats. You've got memory on the driver's seat. You've got memory in the keys as well, so the keys can actually remember your seat position. So if you open the car up with individual keys, it will then adjust the seat to that seating position. You've got sat nav. The list goes on, but I'll go into more detail when I get around the other side. Roof's unmarked. I'm always conscious of the roofs now, because there seems to be a lot of hail damage these days, and you don't really look at roofs. But no, the roof is unmarked and there's no hail damage. You've got a heads-up display in the dash, which I'll show you in more detail in just one moment. The car's not been valeted, but will be as well. We've got privacy glass at the back. There's your memory seat function there. Electric windows there. and folding wing mirrors there. So when you lock the car and unlock the car, the wing mirrors will fold in and out, which is handy because it also gives you an indication of whether the car's locked or not. Right, so I've got both keys. You put the clutch down, that goes green, and the car fires up into life. All right, now you've got this colour heads-up display, all right, which looks much better than the earlier primitive ones. You'll get your speed, you'll get your basic sat-nav function, traffic speed limits, etc. all come up on there, and that does adjust. You can adjust it from this system here, which I'll show you in a moment. There's the mileage there, 31,438 miles, so beautiful, beautiful miles, and full service history, one owner car. You've got automatic lights, automatic wipers and automatic lights. I've got the stalks the wrong way around there. You've got LED lights, so they are superb. You've got cruise control, you've got your volume control, trip computer. So this is like the facelifted, not quite the newest facelift of 6, but it was kind of somewhere up there. So you've got the nicer steering wheel and heads-up display and a nicer interior. You've got the electric handbrake, heated steering wheel. So yeah, a really lovely, lovely car. So I do miss these, but company car scheme just didn't work out. Right, I had a company car for 17 years. I think I must have had about 17 of these. Right. Climate control, air conditioning, ice cold, CD player. Let's show you this. Now this is touchscreen, but I never used it as a touchscreen because you get, fingerprints and whatnot. But this disengages as a touchscreen once you start moving, so it's only operational when you're stationary. So you're best off, you get used to the multimedia commander, or the human interface as I call it. I don't want to promote, obviously distractions as you're driving, but you can access your music, your home screen, your sat nav. You can access all of that system from here, and when you get used to using it, you won't be looking down. It's almost like your third hand. So let me start you off here. So in applications, you've got things like the fuel economy monitor, vehicle status monitor, servicing, etc. You can upgrade this system to have Apple CarPlay, which seems to be quite a popular accessory at the moment. It costs £350. I'm sure we could do you a bit of a deal if you bought it with the car, and therefore you'll have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It comes as a pair, so if you switch between the brands, and then you can mirror your phone and use the driving apps like Waze, Google Maps. I think you can even use WhatsApp, Spotify, etc. It'll also, in fact, I'll jump the gun there a little bit, it'll also show you fuel economy monitor. Now don't fear, I just reset that and I've had the car idling here. This car has IE Loop, so this car works as a it's not branded as a mild hybrid, but it does have mild hybrid functions like our newer cars. You've got a capacitor in the car, like a secondary battery, which will be charged up by the braking of the car, so it redirects that energy that you're losing from braking, charges this battery, therefore less strain on the main battery, less strain on the engine, which then will save energy, save fuel, etc. The car has i-stop, so it's indicating here not ready. So when the car's running, as it should, like the battery's fully charged, you haven't got all the air conditioning on, the heating on, the heated seats on, etc. That will go to ready status. And when you're in traffic, when you've got your foot on the brake and you're out of gear, the engine will switch off, and as soon as you go to pull away, it'll start right up again. Completely seamless exercise. So it's a really good function there. I think we all should be a little bit conscious, about the environment these days, and it's good that this car is low emission. Oh, and I must also mention, this is a Euro 6 diesel, so don't worry about ULEZ, etc. This is a clean diesel engine. Right, music. So you've got DAB, FM, AM, DAB, AHA, Stitcher. AHA, Stitcher apps on your phone, never really used them. DAB I use all the time. You've got most of the channels in digital and lots of others that I'm sure there's something for everyone on there. I like listening to LBC, so it's great on DAB, so you can listen to it anywhere in the country on those long journeys. And then once you pair your phone up, you can stream music straight to this system, and it is the Bose sound system, which is absolutely superb. Communication, you can pair your phone up, and then you've got your call lists, missed calls, dial calls, phone book, and it'll also read your text messages if you've got an Android phone. Sat nav, brilliant sat nav system. Put your postcode in and off you go. Dead easy. Find address, town or postcode, boom. When you're en route, to find places around or on your route, I don't know, fuel station, give you the list of the fuel stations, the names of them. You know, for example, we have a BP fuel card at work that we use for our car, so it'd be a BP garage we'd be looking for. And you can also set up an internet hotspot, yes, Wi-Fi hotspot, sorry, from your phone. And if you did that, you'll actually get fuel prices on here, as well as live traffic updates. Okay, so sat nav we've done. Now I could be here all day going through all this stuff, but I don't want to bore you. Here we go. AD display, which is that there, so you can adjust the height there. There you go, look, you see that's moving. Okay, so wherever you sit in the car, you can adjust that. You've got other display settings. You can turn that off completely, have the clock. Safety settings. Now this car's got smart city braking, so there's cameras up here. If you get too close to the car in front, a low wall, it's often saved me from a low wall, a person, an object, and you're doing under 20 miles an hour, boom, the car will apply its brakes. Okay, it'll only do this if it believes there's no driver input, so you're not steering, braking, accelerating. Almost like you're in traffic, you're looking out the window, you know, you've been in traffic for a long time, you get distracted and you creep towards a car in the front. It'll put the brakes on. Now, even if you're a perfectly competent driver, it does have its benefits because it will lower your insurance premium, which should do, because most accidents happen at low speed. Insurance companies recognise that, part of their statistics, and therefore they'll consider that when insuring the car. Parking sensors, and you've got traffic sign recognition system. See, that will come up in there as well. Sound system, so you can turn this car into an opera house by having Bose center point. You can put some opera music on, and yeah, it's fantastic. Or whatever genre, you know, you wish. Clock is GPS sync, so you never have to relearn that. Rain sensing wipers, we've covered. Door lock, so you've got door lock settings. Walk away lock, so when you walk away with the car with the keys, look, it's set, it locks, so you walk away, it detects you've walked away, it will lock the car. It will also close the wing mirrors, so that's fantastic. And then you've got other like convenient settings, like adaptive front lights are excellent, so they turn as you turn with the car, really good that. Leaving home lights, the lights will stay on as you're leaving, as you leaving home light, yeah, as you approach the car, when you unlock the car, so you can see the car, you know, as you approach it. Coming home lights, the lights will stay on for 30 seconds, you know, until you get in the front door. So all really lovely, nice little touches really that you sometimes take for granted. And you can change these settings here. So the car is really well equipped. You've got a 6-speed gearbox. They are extremely good performance on fuel and actual performance. I don't know if you haven't driven one of those 6s, they are wonderful. Nothing wrong with the petrols, but they can feel make the petrols feel a little bit anemic. But it's a different power delivery, you know. These really do they do have a lot of torque. Now, if there's any further information you'd like to know about this vehicle, do not hesitate to contact any of the team, no matter how small. If you want any more specific videos or photos, don't hesitate to ask. Parts exchange is extremely welcome, even if you don't have a Mazda or a Suzuki, because we often sell non-Mazda Suzuki part exchanges. We can often offer very good prices. We have finance facilities to suit all, and the car will come with a proper Mazda extended warranty, not to be, you know, mistaken for these other warranties. It's a Mazda ZZ Plus warranty. It will cover all major mechanical and electrical components. It also has roadside assistance, which is pan-European, and MOT insurance for the first year. If there's anything you want to know, just drop us a line, give us a call any time of day, leave a message, email, live chat. We're here to help. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye bye.